you're having trouble finding for a job. And then first thing you did is you come to YouTube and try and search, why can't I get a job over 50? Well, I've got 10 reasons why I think people don't get jobs over 50 easily. So let's go. Yeah, so one of those reasons is salary expectations. A lot of employers think that because you're old, you're going to be expensive. That is really a perception more than reality. I know in my case, I lowered my salary expectations a lot, and I actually made the interviewer aware of that fact, that I was prepared to take a drop in salary. So that is perception, and that's not the reality of how it works. Yeah, the other reason is there's a perception that older people have outdated skills. So I know as a programmer, I'm continually having to relearn things. So yes, my skills do become outdated, but the same would be applicable for a 25-year-old as well. So every 5 years you have to constantly relearn something new. So that's just the nature of the workplace. So that's another perception. So then there is the perception about productivity and energy levels. A lot of employers think that older people are lacking in energy, so therefore can't be as productive as a younger person. That would only be true in the case where the person has some underlying medical issues, but this is true for any age. A lot of employers might have fears that the person is going to leave soon because they're going to retire, or they have some health issues which might decrease their ability to do the job properly, or they're going to be taking a lot of time off. So this is one that hits me quite a bit, is the cultural fit. Especially in technology, you'll have a team of 25 to 30-year-olds, and the minute they see you, they pretty much say, oh, well, you're not going to fit because you're not the same age. So they make the assumption that I can't possibly communicate with anybody except my own age, and I can't possibly have fun with anyone except my own age, which is true. So to me, that's them highlighting their prejudices, not mine. So then we got that old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So that applies for looking for jobs too. A lot of interviewers assume because you're older that you can't learn new things, or you're unwilling to learn new things. This is not true. I know, especially in the profession I'm in, I constantly have to relearn. I'm still learning even now. Even creating this channel, I'm learning. So it's never ending. So I find it a bit insulting to say that I can't actually learn anything new. So the situation where you can't learn something new, that's not an age problem, that's a characteristic of a person of any age. So it generally applies to people with closed minds. If you've got a closed mind, it doesn't matter how old or how young you are, you're just not going to learn anything new, because you've already got a preconceived idea about what you should be doing, and you're not open to suggestion. So a lot of companies just like also the youthful, fresh type of person. So they want to have a front where people come in, they see everyone is fresh and young, and everyone's has high vitality and they're full of ideas. So that's the image they're trying to portray. So unfortunately, you being older with your wrinkles and your medical conditions just have no place in an environment like that. And I see that quite a lot in businesses around the city. Yeah, so this is another one that makes me laugh, is the interviewer thinks that you're too qualified for the job, and thus you're only desperate to take any job, and when you find something better, you'll be leaving soon. So they think you're not going to be stable. So nothing could be further from the truth. I find older people are far more stable than younger people, and less likely to move on so quickly. So a lot of employers are just basically ageist. They just don't like older people. I know I know when I had my job at the supermarket, I used to listen to what the 20-year-olds were saying in the lunchroom, and one day some of them were having a conversation about how the older generation have ruined the country here because apparently we had it so easy and everyone my age or thereabouts has 6 to 10 properties each. So basically we're the cause that housing prices have skyrocketed the way they are. And that sort of nonsense perpetuates on YouTube by other people of their own age group. So the last one is a lot of people think that older people are resistant to pick up new things. Yes, there's also a false assumption that older people, because they're not up to date with the latest technology, they assume that they can't learn the new technology. So they falsely think that people are resistant to change. So that's not always true. Like I said, a lot of people are resistant to change, but that's not really an age thing, that's a personality thing. So I hope this was useful for someone. So I'm going to make a follow-up video that addresses how to sidestep these 10 issues when when looking for a job in the workplace. And take care. Can I make a video now? Can I make a video? Yeah, Mr. Excitable. Yeah. You ready? You ready to be on film?